Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Geoff Hands of Steel Neal! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Rafael Dos Anjos!
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
All right, early round action here. As many of you know, Geoff Neal got off to a furiously fast and good start in the UFC. He dealt with some health issues that affected some of his performances, but he has regained his momentum. And on any given Saturday night, the General Safe Saud there at Fortis MMA believes that his pupil is the best welterweight in the world. Geoff Neal out to prove as much here tonight. Dos Anjos' striking looks sharp here as he lands the punch there, DC. Jason Perillo doing a lot of good work there with RDA in Southern California. Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch of the hips and boom, inside leg kick lands.
Block that kick to the body. And just inches away from landing one of those big right knees.
Tremendous body kick lands from this guy.
Beautifully timed and placed kick there by RDA. Trying the beautiful diving strike lands.
Right.
Big ground and pound. This is where he wants to be. Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Oh, uppercut lands. We talked about his reach advantage off the top. Made good use of it there with that punch, DC.
Big shot to the head.
Both guys appeared to land there. There he goes, lands another combination. His cardio is so good that it allows him to put forth this type of output and pace.
When his opponent is done at 2, he is stringing together 4, 5, 6 more different strikes. You don't do that without having fantastic cardio.
Oh, good block there. So lands a good series of kicks there, DC. It really didn't take him long to get a good beat on his opponent.
He figured the timing, and now he's been driving kick after kick into his opponent.
Oh, beautiful strike attempt there as he lands the hook.
Beautiful hook. Really did a great job of keeping his backhand on his chin, throwing that hook, and putting it exactly where he needed to go.
Neal's cut above the eye, and that blood figures to start to trickle down. Could compromise his vision here moving forward. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked. 2 minutes now to go in the opening round.
Nice punch lands over the top. When he gets close, he throws, he lands.
That's some good takedown defense right there. Single leg attempt, no good. Looking to land the right just out of range. Yeah, that punch was blocked. Throwing that jab, no good. All right, so unless my eyes are deceiving me, that is some bruising now on that calf.
It only took one, John. I mean, one calf kick, and it's already starting to bruise.
Solid inside leg kick there for Dos Anjos. Misses with the left hook. Under a minute now to go in the round. Nice connection with the punch in the clinch. nice job at least staying upright on that.
And there's that jab.
Back and forth we go. Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. Not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws his punch.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body start at it.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Round 2 straight ahead. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Geoff Neal's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the fight continues. Hopefully the cut man can do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes. All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round 2. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs, both got the offense going, but now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. Blocks the strike there, counters with a jab. Oh, he snaps off the jab yet again. Beautiful use of the jab, really, start to finish tonight. Did it in the previous round and picking up right where he left off here. And doing work with the jab. Hard shots landing on both sides here. Ooh, big knee. Dos Anjos' eye is starting to swell shut. Oh, right-left combo by Geoff Neal.
Oh, nice little right hook there.
All right, so a knockdown for him in the previous round, and you can just see by his body language how confident he is in the striking. Ooh, nice ankle pick. Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Dos Anjos is cut above the eye now from that strike, so we'll see how the fighter deals with that definite adversity now. Oh, he tags him with the straight hand there. Nice job by Neal. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Rafael Dos Anjos. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Perfect execution as he gets the single leg takedown.
Beautiful ground strikes landed. Getting them out here. Beautiful ground and pound. And now he's got his opponent cut. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Neal gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. Just over 2 minutes now to go. Well, a headhunter he is not. Beautifully done as he attacks the body yet again.
I mean, John, to have a guy live in a game plan and use it so effectively is very surprising. But with this guy, he's so smart. He's so disciplined. You kind of expect things out of the norm. Tonight, we see a body attack that we haven't seen in the octagon before.
Few kick harder at 155 pounds than Rafael Dos Anjos. All right, so how about this? The BJJ fighter just continues to land at will on the feet. Not necessarily the way you drew it up today, Chip.
No, watching these two fight in preparation, you don't expect to see this playing out in front of you. The jiu-jitsu fighter normally is chasing takedowns, but he must have seen something in his opponent that is allowing him to get this type of success on the feet. He looks like he is evolving as a fighter, and that is very good for him and his team to see.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Geoff Neal's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, countering, it looks like with a bomb flu choke. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Neal's eye is closing up.
Now he's in side control.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous two rounds.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last two rounds. You expected somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Straight punch is true. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent. Dos Anjos' eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. He's got that jab working, nicely done.
Oh, nice.
Some serious bruising going on in and around that right thigh. May want to check a leg kick or two. All right, pausing the action here. The referee never wants to be the story, but given the swelling around that eye, doctor had to be called for here, champ.
Well, he's having a very difficult time picking up the opponent. Seeing where his opponent is, he's getting tagged. He's getting pieced up.
Fighter trying to state his case to stay in the fight. It looks as though the doctor's going to allow him to continue, at least for now.
Yeah, but he's got to make some adjustments. He's got to keep his hands up, and he's got to keep his head off the center line.
Fight. Ready.
All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited. This fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
Big reaction as he absorbs yet another body shot, and you see the referee maybe starting to close the distance a little bit. This could be a TKO in short order.
I mean, John, we love violence. I mean, that's why we love our job so much. We get to watch people hurt each other. But it's hard to watch this.
Yeah.
This guy is as tough as they come, but these body shots have really accumulated, and he is starting to take way too much damage.
All right, very late in the fight now, DC. I know we don't have open scoring, but correct me if I'm wrong, he needs a submission or he's losing this fight.
He is not a big puncher, so he needs to get this fight to the ground and chase a submission.
Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be receiving end of those types of strikes.
Dos Anjos' eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts setting. Takes his back now. 2 minutes and change to go in our third and final round.
He's got to be careful here.
Motioning for his opponent to stand back up here. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be, right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue on the path and make the ringside position, come in here and try to stop this fight.
Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Going to the leg kick now, and it's there. Nice job by Geoff Neal. All right, so a seminal blow earlier in the round. It wasn't a knockdown, but it was certainly a stunner that caught his attention.
Oh, I mean, he got hurt bad. To see him still standing, that just goes to the toughness that he has to be still standing after taking such a damaging shot.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. 30 seconds to go in this one. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach. Nice job to get the foot off the canvas and to the target quickly. Beautiful inside leg kick by RPA. His opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 9-28, 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Geoff Heads of Steel Neal!
All right, judges did have to get involved, but Daniel, overall, I thought a dominant performance for the kickboxer against the BJJ fighter. How'd you score it?
Beat him up,
Yeah.
30-27.
Yeah.
No question. You know, sometimes we sit there next to each other kind of shrugging our shoulders.
Right.
Well,